Hello and welcome along to the Sports Express show in Mitchell Park, outside in the nature, my son.
Yeah, you know how we do.
Just relaxing, just relaxing. We're going to be catching up now on this video, looking at the final match days of all the leagues in European football, specifically looking at the tight ones which haven't been decided as yet, specifically the Spanish La Liga.
Yes.
English Premier League champions have been crowned already.
Yeah.
And we also,
but it's still a tight table.
It's still a tight table as far as the top four is concerned,
Yeah.
so we're going to touch on that as well. But let's start in La Liga, my son.
Yeah, let's
Because we have a title race that's going down to the wire.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, the two rivals from the same city.
Yeah.
You know, there's 2 points separating them at the top right now. But it looks to be going Atletico's way, isn't it?
Look, I mean, the league is definitely going to be in Madrid.
That's what we know for
That's
sure.
what we know
Yeah.
for a fact. And look, I mean, right now, it seems like Baby Brother has done it. After
Yeah.
so many years, it looks like they've done it. But if there's one team that tends to implode, it is Baby Brother.
Surely they cannot now.
No, surely they can't. There's one more game to seal the deal. But if there's a team that does, it is Baby Brother. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if they cocked it up. But at the same time, it's like just hold on, just hold on.
One more
Look,
game.
one more game. Look, I know I'm a Real Madrid fan, but I mean, come on, they've. I think Atletico need this more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes down. But it's to the wire, that's for sure.
Definitely. One game to go. They've got 2 points lead so far, right? You could say they need a draw at least to actually go to 84, because Real Madrid will be level on points with them, and Atletico Madrid have a better goal difference than Real Madrid at this point. I think it's a 3 point difference in terms of the goals.
Yes.
And they're playing Valladolid in their last game. Real Madrid are
Yeah.
playing Villarreal,
Yeah.
which is a much tougher game for Los Blancos.
Look, I mean, much tougher task for us. I think, to be honest with you, I guess, no disrespect to Valladolid, I think Atletico should just push them aside with scoring many goals. I don't think they should aim for the draw. I don't think that's a winner's mentality. And they also have somebody who has experience there in terms of winning the league, and that is Suarez. So you can only hope that his experience will show on the pitch and they'll be able to carry it through. For us, on the other hand, Villarreal have been a tight ship. I mean, they're always a tricky encounter for us along the other teams such as Sevilla and Valencia.
Yeah.
They tend to give us a tough time. I don't see us banging in 5 goals against Villarreal at all. And I don't see Baby Brother hitting a draw or winning by 1-0. But at the end of the day, I do feel if things should work the way they should, Atletico will be crowned the 2020-21 champions.
Definitely, and that's all they need. It's a win for them to actually confirm that, because they are 2 points ahead right now.
Yeah.
But in the English Premier League, we already have Man City as the champions.
Yes.
United are confirmed as number 2.
Yes.
Right, and then we have the race for the top 4.
Then we have the rest.
3 teams
Yeah.
are left in that. Chelsea currently a point ahead of Liverpool and Leicester, sitting with 67 points.
Yeah.
Liverpool and Leicester with 66. So going into this one, obviously if Chelsea beat Leicester in the game before this one, Liverpool beat Burnley.
Yeah.
So it was they were cancelling each other out, which was in favor of Liverpool, because the both teams were against each other. So one of them was guaranteed to drop points, and that was Leicester City, which allowed Liverpool to catch up. Liverpool have a better goal difference than Leicester if they both end up on 69 points.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Leicester are playing Tottenham and Chelsea are playing Aston Villa in the final game.
Tricky encounters.
Very tricky.
It's one of those where you can't call it right now, especially if you're a betting man. Don't call it. Because on a serious note, Tottenham are one of those teams that can ship in goals. But they're also a team that can
beat anyone on their day.
Exactly. So you just don't know which Tottenham will pitch up. And on Leicester's case, you hope that the whack Tottenham rocks up so that they can ship in the goals. But, I mean, look, we'll see how it goes. We know Leicester always huff and they puff in the beginning
They could potentially bottle it for the second season running now.
You know how it is. They always huff and they puff, and when it comes to the actual business end, they just don't have enough in their lungs to blow the house down. So I just feel it's going to be more of the same story from Leicester. I don't want to lie to you. I just feel like they're not going to make it, to be honest with you. I think what the top 4 that we see now is the top 4 that will remain. Obviously 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, I think it will just stay like that. So I'm not expecting much. And that's basically it.
Liverpool have the easiest game. We're playing Crystal Palace at Anfield. You know, it's easy on paper, but given how the Reds have performed at home, especially against teams in the bottom half of the table,
Yeah.
Would you possibly see something from Crystal Palace? Yes, we did beat them 7-0 in the first encounter, and Liverpool have been in incredible form in the last 9 games or so, undefeated.
Yeah.
So would you possibly see something from Palace in this game? Or Liverpool bottling the top 4?
No, I don't. I still think Liverpool will win, but I
Yeah.
obviously think that Palace will put in a much better performance.
Yeah.
But at the bigger scheme of things, I mean, Liverpool, like I said, the top 4, as it is now, will stay that way. 3 and 4 will stay that way. I'm not seeing any surprises. I don't think you guys are going to ship in 7 again. Obviously not. Well, it's possible. It's football after all, but I don't think it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
So the way we see it now is the way it's going to end for me. That's just my opinion.
All right, and it's pretty much the same thing as well in the Serie A, the Italian league, as far as the top 4 is concerned.
Yeah.
It's very, very tight. Inter Milan are already champions
Yes,
confirmed.
yes.
Atalanta sitting at number 2. They're not really secured as number 2 because they are still very much close in terms
Yeah.
of the points between them and the rest of the league. So we've got Napoli, we've got AC Milan, we've got Juventus
Yeah.
at number 5.
Yeah.
With the points behind Napoli and AC Milan.
They still have
So
a
I think
chance.
there's about 3 points between number 2 and number
number-
5.
yeah.
So that's pretty tight.
No, that's tight, and I mean, it just goes to show that Serie A, I think it's coming back to its best. I mean, there was a time where Serie A was the dominating league
Yeah.
across Europe, and then unfortunately with financial instability, it went down. I think now things are becoming more interesting with the likes of Conte winning the league.
Yeah.
And it's not the same old in terms of Juventus.
Yeah.
And look at them currently, they're outside of the top 4, still can make it. Hopefully they make it because we can't see a Champions League goat playing in the Europa League.
If they don't make it, he better leave.
Yes, I gotta choose my arm. So, but it's tight. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't count anyone out, and I mean those teams like Atalanta all the way down to Juventus, those are formidable teams, and you don't know like what's really gonna happen. I'm not as certain with this top 4
Yeah.
as I am with the EPL.
But
top
you have to
4.
give me something, though. You have to give me something because AC Milan have had a great season.
No, they have.
They
have, but
just tapered off towards the end, and now they're in that scrap. So, do you see Napoli holding it down and making top 4 ahead of Juventus?
hopefully not.
Tell me what you see, my
Okay,
son.
listen,
Give me your prediction.
I'm seeing Juve in the top 4. That's all I'm saying. I'm seeing Juve
Juve
there.
with AC and
Yes,
Atalanta.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Napoli, bro, but like I'm seeing Juve there.
You're being a Ronaldo fan. You're being such a Ronaldo fan.
I know, but I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
you know Juve have been cacked this season.
No, they've been
Yeah.
shocking. But here's the thing with Juve: this season, if you notice, against the big teams, they convert.
Yeah.
It's against everybody else. It's been draws, it's been losses, and I don't know where they've picked this thing up. And there seems to be an over-reliance on Ronaldo. And they've got the players everywhere to execute such a good game plan and to win games.
Yeah.
But it all goes back to the manager. But we're not going to go back there
the
again. Yeah, we're not going to go back there.
Yeah.
But honestly, just because I'm a pure Ronaldo fan, I'm saying Juve top 4.
Right, Juve top 4. Now we're going to talk about the French league,
The French
which is
league.
something we never talk about because I mean, who
Yeah,
talks
it's
about the
about
French league?
yeah.
You know, and we're talking about it because we love what's happening right now.
Yes.
So Lille
Can you
are sitting at
imagine?
number 1
Can you
with
imagine?
one game to go in the season.
Can you imagine?
When last did this happen in the French league?
Can you
A
imagine?
point, I think they're a point or 2 points ahead of PSG. I think it's 1 point rather, ahead of PSG going into the final game.
Listen, it is down, when they say down to the wire, it literally is.
Down to the wire.
And we're talking about the French league. I mean, stop for a second and think about that. Who talks about the French
French
league?
league.
I doubt even France talks about the French league because it's such a standard for PSG to
Yeah.
win it. But
Yeah.
look, here we are right now in this crazy season.
Kudos to Lille, man. What a
Kudos-
season they've had.
Exactly. And the thing is, I want them to win it.
They have
just
to.
They have to win it just to have some fresh
They just
air.
need a win.
Exactly.
They're
That's
playing Angers or something.
yeah, I mean they should be able to absolutely demolish Angers, but they could be hit with nerves because this is unfamiliar territory for them for quite some time.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can convert. Hopefully they can win, and in winning they win the league. I mean, I think everybody deserves this breath of fresh air,
Yeah.
like it's happened in Italy. The only place that's left now is the German Bundesliga.
No, that has to happen.
That has to happen. And I think the rest of the teams need to pick up their socks and actually look at the other leagues and say, hang on, I mean, 9 straight seasons of Juventus winning. Done. With men's, okay, well, the EPL is always up and down, but the stronghold also in La Liga has been broken. I mean, it might go to baby brother after a long time, being between Real Madrid and Barcelona. So I think the German Bundesliga teams really need to pick their hands up and look to Lille as an example to actually break that tide that Bayern Munich has over that league. But congratulations to Lille. Hopefully this is not commentators' curse, but congratulations to Lille. Bang on, son. Bang on.
And how nice of this to happen in the season of the Super League, right?
Yeah,
which actually proves that, you know, just because you're a big team, it doesn't mean you need to compete and have things handed to you.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a nice break away from the mold, and I really, Lille, siyabulela, guys.
They have to do it. Get over the line.
Right now, I'm saying thank you because
the French league needs Lille to win.
The whole of Europe needs to break it. So for me, Lille, go out and do it. PSG, well, there's nothing really to say with PSG. It's just been surprising on their form.
They've been on and off in the league.
Yeah, they've been on and off, and they've been shocking at home for some reason. And they've got the superstars, and they've got the manager. I mean, but they haven't converted. So, but it's fine. Lille champions. That's all that matters. Guys, thank you again for tuning in. Let us know who you want to win in the rest of the leagues, whether you agree with us, baby brother, winning or not. Guys, we'll catch you again next week. Thank you and goodbye. Peace.